Hello, welcome back to Delicious Nook. I'm Ka. Today I will be making egg rolls. This is a very popular appetizer among all Asian communities. Everyone's got their own different version of this appetizer. This is my version, so if you're interested, please stay tuned and let's get started. These are the ingredients you will need. Thaw the frozen wrappers at room temperature while you prepare the rest of the ingredients. Boil some water for the noodles. Remove the noodles from the packaging and cut off the strings if there are any within the brand you buy. Once the water barely starts to steam up, turn the heat off and submerge the noodles into the pot of water. Stir the noodles around until the noodle starts to soften. Once the noodles has softened, remove the noodles from the pot of water onto a strainer. Rinse the noodles under cold water and then drain. Continue to rinse the noodles under cold water a couple more times. Shake off any excess water and set aside to drain. I'm going to cut my green onions into thirds. Then I'm going to cut them into smaller pieces. Once the green onion has been diced, place them onto a plate and set them to the side. Now cut the cilantro in half and continue to chop the cilantro into smaller pieces. Once the cilantro has been cut up, place them onto the same plate and set them to the side. Now cut up the two ends of the carrots. With a vegetable peeler, peel the skin off the carrots. Now shred the carrots until you have about 1 cup of shredded carrots. Place them into the same plate and set them to the side. This is the taro root. If you're not familiar with taro, it's a starchy vegetable and it tastes closest to a potato. I'm going to use only about 1/4 of the taro root. Cut off any dried or brown parts and remove their outer skin. Now shred the taro root until you have about 1 cup of shredded taro roots. Once you have about a cup, place the shredded taro roots onto the same plate and set it to the side for now. Now that the noodles has had time to drain, cut the noodles into smaller strands and continue to let the noodle drain in the strainer until it's completely dry. I do not want a lot of moisture when I go to mix the filling. In a large mixing bowl, I want to start combining all the fillings together. Add the ground pork first and break the meat apart with a spoon. And then you want to go ahead and add in the bean thread noodles. I'm going to use my hands and try to mix the noodles and the ground pork as much as I can. Now that it's slightly mixed, add in the shredded carrots and also add in the shredded taro roots. Now add in the seasoning. Add in the 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Add in the 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder. Add in the tablespoon of sugar. Add in the 1 tablespoon of seasoning soy sauce. Add in the 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And add in the 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. 2 of the 3 eggs into the bowl. The eggs will help bind the ingredients together. Your hands are your best tools in the kitchen, so mix all the ingredients until everything is well incorporated. Once the fillings are well combined, you should have something that looks similar to this. I'm taking a small sample to microwave to taste and adjust for seasoning. And lastly, add in the chopped green onions and cilantro. Give it one last thorough mix until it's well combined. And that is it for the filling. You can set the filling to the side for now. It is time to prep the wrappers. Cut and remove the plastic packaging from the wrappers. I really like and prefer the Menlo brand wrapper. When you fry them, they get very crispy and super golden brown. Now that the wrappers are out of the packaging, you want to peel each wrapper individually carefully and place them onto a plate. Continue peeling the wrappers until you've peeled all the wrappers. To prevent the wrappers from drying out, place a cloth towel to cover. In a small bowl, crack the third egg, whisk, and set the egg to the side. Now it is time to start rolling the egg rolls. On a flat surface or cutting board, take a wrapper and position it so that the corner is facing towards you. Spoon about a spoonful of fillings about 2 inches above the bottom corner. Roll the bottom corner over the filling and tuck the corner in while rolling until you reach almost halfway of the wrapper. Now fold the 2 corners in. While holding the folded corners, roll until you get to the top of the corner. Dip your fingers in the egg mixture, spread it onto the top corner, then continue to roll to seal the egg roll. And that's how you roll an egg roll. Once again, spoon about a spoonful of filling about 2 inches above the bottom corner. Roll the bottom corner over the filling and tuck the corner in while rolling until you reach almost halfway of the wrapper. Now fold the 2 corners in. While holding the folded corners, roll until you get to the top of the corner. Dip your fingers in the egg mixture, spread it at the top corner, then continue to roll and seal the egg roll. Repeat this step until you run out of wrappers or filling. In a deep frying pan or wok, add enough oil to deep fry the egg rolls. Allow the oil to come to about 300 to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Drop the egg rolls in one at a time slowly and carefully until you have about 5 to 6 egg rolls in the pan. Do not overcrowd the pan. Fry the egg rolls in batches, turning the egg rolls occasionally to allow even browning on both sides. Each batch can take about 7 to 8 minutes to fry depending on the temperature of your oil. Once the egg roll has turned a dark golden brown, remove from the oil and stand the egg rolls in a large colander with paper towels placed at the bottom to catch the oil. Keep the egg rolls standing up in order to keep them crispy longer, and I do not cover the egg rolls, but if you have to store them at the end of the day, place it in a closed container and refrigerate them. Repeat the frying process until you finish frying all the egg rolls. Now it's time to plate the egg rolls and pair them with some dipping sauce. I have my peanut dipping sauce that I will link the video above, and a sweet chili sauce that pairs very well with these egg rolls. You would want to serve these immediately for the best result. They're crunchy and they're so yummy. And I'm garnishing with some curled green onions and some flower petal carrots that I've cut out. And don't forget to garnish the dipping sauce with some cilantro. And there you have it, some delicious egg rolls. I'm going to cut one up and let you see what's on the inside. And I'm also going to taste it. I hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do, please comment below. I will include the written recipe and directions down in the description box below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!